Hello, hello, hello. Shredden's back. Again, I was asked to do some raid comps on the HAAT. This is a P4 comp right here. This one can do 8 million plus damage. I'll let you know up front, my run's not going to do that. Don't have that good of mods on Wedge, Biggs, or Ezra. Han and R2 do have arena mods, the rest don't, but if you want to switch around mods, this one can do some pretty massive damage on there. Like I said, 8 million plus. Pretty simple comp to use. We'll just get it started, go through it. Now, this is not clones. You don't have to kind of invest in clones to get that big damage. Clones are terrible to gear. If you've seen my other videos, if you've seen some of my private videos on the Sid lead team, you know that team can put up similar damage on there. And if you want to see one of those, if you haven't, just let me know. I'll get you the link. Those are unlisted. Alright, so let's get Han started here. See, Han is just an absolute beast on there. Let's get... There's no buffs for the B2s to counter, so we'll get that burn on there. We're going to call up Han with Ezra. And then let's... I was going to say we could use the AoE there, but we're just going to make sure we took that down, but Wedge failed miserably. Alright, let's get... Gonna stun these guys. He'll die. Again, we're kind of wasting turns here when we could be hitting that tank, but we just want to kill the B2s on there. Try to get defense down. Nice. I was really thinking he was going to die there from the burn, so that's my goof. There we go. We just want to make sure we get a buff up with R2. And we're actually going to target Han with this, so hopefully he's got that counter chance on there. Now the trick here is we don't want to use a stun, because that's going to give him the turn meter. He'll take another turn and then he's going to lose his buffs. We'll just do that one. eBay deals. We'll save R2's burn for helping to kill those turrets. There's that counter. Isn't that pretty? Stun a B2? Nope. Ain't having it. See those B2s go. Kill. Yeah, we can turn meter. Han can kill one of those. Burn. Perfect. B2 will kill itself. When it takes turn defense down, yeah. Alright, so let's get his crit chance up and crit damage up for himself. Boom, boom, boom. R2 can take another turn. He's fast. We'll make sure that. Yep. Target Han there. Han's got pretty good health steal on there, even when he doesn't crit, so no stuns again. Killing me. Get that burn going. So the B2s aren't using their AoE because anyone with a buff is stealthed. If Han had a buff, since he's not stealth, they'd use them there, but B2s will kill themselves. Turrets will kill themselves, but we don't want to give the tank too much turn meter, so it goes before the turret, so we'll help those along. We just don't want to risk that. You could for a little bit more damage, but Defense down, perfect. Wedge is on point. Nice and simple. Nothing too advanced strategy here. Below 50%, really close to 50%, we'll call on. You can also call wedge there, especially if you don't have the defense down. R2, target's on. Again, we don't want to use his middle attack there, because that's going to make him go again, and then he's going to lose his debuffs. It's not what we're looking for at all. We lost the debuff there. That's a good thing. We actually like that. That way the B2s won't be stupid with AoEs. R2 isn't really necessarily who we wanted to call there, but that's okay. And we dropped out of stealth. No big deal. Those. Kill the top guy. Here we go again. Wedge with the non-crit. See, Han can put up some pretty massive damage there. Stealth him up. We'll call Han. We just hope he doesn't go again before the tank, but looking at the turn meter, the tank was pretty much full on there, so. But you gotta watch that if you're gonna call him, because he's gonna gain that turn meter from that wedge lead, so. No counters from Han. That's alright. There we go, finally got a stun. That's going to take care of the left turret when it goes. Take care of the right. B-E-A, beautiful. We want to make sure to kill that B2, especially since we did our buff. They have buffs anyway on there because they can't remove the little topple buffs, but they'll still try. Might have been better to call Ezra there. I'm sorry, call Wedge there just because it was above 50% turn meter. Stealth R2. Oh, great, Ezra. Come on. So again, if you're not familiar with Wedge lead, he gives them health back on crits, health back when they kill an enemy, and then gives them a ton of offense, 30 plus 30% offense on there, so whoops. Don't have that attack yet. Let's see, there you go, nice counter. I should have taken care of the right one with the burn. Kill the B2, so we're going in fresh. Defense down? Nope. There we go. Just make sure to take care of the right one there. Han's got that crit damage up, so he's going to be hitting harder than normal. So at this point, I think you kind of get the idea here. No crits. Till Brooklyn. R2's good enough. He can do the stealth on there, so. And we can always save that stun 2 there to try to stun a B2 or for an extra attack, but let's just, why not get as much damage on the tank as we can. And we're safe from AoEs since anyone with a buff is stealthed, which is pretty nice. So you actually want that turrets coming out of Topple to remove that buff from Han, which is one of the turret special abilities. We'll make sure that that's going to die. Again, I mean, we don't really have to worry too much there that Burn's going to do that 15%, but we want to make sure that we don't give the tank turn meter so it goes before the topple, because every hit gives it that 5%. That's one of the really nice things about R2 here is with that burn is that you can just let those guys kill themselves. A good crit from Wedge, again, good mods. Can make millions of damage, millions of points of damage difference here. I didn't even want to use that stealth yet. That was a screw up. But we can do this with Han. That's why it's nice to have that second ability for when you're talking and you don't know how to play the game. We'll call Wedge, see if he can crit. Yeah, there he goes. As you can see, that's what happens when I use that stealth early. Now we've got people out of stealth. Now we are subject to the AoE when we do our burn. There it is. Kind of messed things up a little bit for us because we're stupid. Worked out. Tank didn't get to take a turn, but you can see those B2s still have some health on there. Alright. The other B2 will kill himself because he's got burn on, so we don't have to worry about him. That certainly cost us some damage. That's okay. About 50%, let's call Wedge. In case you don't know why we're doing that, Han does more damage when it's below 50%. Above 50%, he removes turn meter on there, but the tank you can't remove turn meter from, so it's not really a big deal there. No crits. That's why mods make all the difference. Alright, we can see Biggs is hurting there. And he gets health back when he crits. If we can get him to kill something, even better. No crits from Han. Just nonsense. Or no counters, I should say. He's always going to crit. He's got a 100% crit chance with R2 in there, so it's pretty much a given. Oh, we came close to the tank taking a turn on there, but no dice. So the B2 is going to kill itself. That's why that stun was so nice. It takes damage the one turn. It can't do anything, and then the next turn it's going to kill itself, so. Yeah, we're going to need to use that. We're just going to use his regular just so we have that a little bit less damage, but just so we have that stored up. And there. All good. Yeah, it's not really what we wanted at all, but B2s didn't go, that's a surprise. Fantasy football. Let's work on the B2s a little bit. We've got plenty of turn meter left on the tank. See if we can get Biggs back some health. Get a kill. No. No. And their tank's close to going. We'll finish off this B2. And Han will get to go. I mean, it's a complete waste of Han on there, and somebody else might have went, but let's just use the burn. It'll be back off cooldown. Go ahead, don't care. And we've still got 6 turns left. So we've done some pretty nice damage. Still have a lot of turns left on there. You really want to watch R2 stealth on there. You don't want to use that at the wrong time like I did earlier, because that can just kill your whole party. And there's a decent chance that'll happen here in this video, just because it's been known to happen when I don't pay attention. There's our counter. That's what we like to see. And you can also use Han's special here to give himself crit damage up the other's crit chance. That's going to give him a buff that lets the B2s go, though. So I mean, it's up to you how you want to play it. There's no right or wrong way, because if you make a mistake, you just paint it in a little bush or maybe a bird. So that one's gonna take a turn. We'll just stop it. On our best scenario, we've got B2s without burn up there. Try to get most done. We don't want to waste. Let him do his AoE. Bring it on. See? He didn't really ability block any important abilities anyway, so. Biggs has got his health back, which is pretty nice. We think we're not going to risk it. I think R2 might have been able to take another turn there, but again, I know R2 took another turn there, but he gets that turn meter after using that, so he may not have got another one off. Good move, Biggs. With that AoE. Not kill that thing. Wedge can be so much stronger with good mods. There we go, that'll kill itself. Again, I mean, leaving the B2s up isn't that big of a deal. You just waste damage on there. You can strategize to take him down on there. I just run through it. It's plenty of damage anyway. If you want to get, that all-time run on there and make a video and become YouTube famous on there and share it with more than just the 10 people that I do or the 2 guilds that I do, put good mods on there, strategize it out so you don't have to hit those B2s when the tank is toppled. But that's not what we're doing here. Tank's got 3 turns left. We're coming to a close, I promise. Again, you can certainly use his buff up there. I just don't. It wouldn't have mattered there since I got nailed anyway. Oh, no burn for R2. I already used the burn, didn't we? Whatever. Nice try. And just watch it with, you can kind of tell the sequence that's happening as the tank and topple gains turn meter doesn't, R2, its turn meter is going to change on there. Sometimes you're going to be too close where you can't risk it. As far as, waiting on that stealth. So if you're worried about it, just make sure you've got Han's buff up. So you can see this one got really close, a lot closer from last time on there. So it's not going to be the exact same every single time. Again, we don't use the stun there because that's going to give Han his, make him take another turn, and then he's going to lose his buffs. And the B2s are going to go because Han has a buff. They're going to, nope. Well, we got lucky there. Good move. Good move, Wedge. Good lord. That's why we have Han in there. Save everyone's butt. We think that Burn will probably kill that B2, but we'll make sure you're not really losing a ton of damage if R2 doesn't hit the tank. Not really a big deal there. We're winding down, 2 turns left. Above 50%, we'll call Wedge on there. It's also nice if Han still has his crit damage up buff to call in there, but as you can see, we lost it because he took that 2 turns. We'll take 41,000. For sure. R2 needs the stealth. Okay, that 50% turn meter with Ezra. We didn't enrage early, that's nice. I'm sure you've all seen that. We're in enrages with the 2 turns. And we can use that stun on a B2 there, but it's the last turn. We want to make sure that we get these turrets down. Just want to make sure we can get that one last topple in. Never mind! You can see we failed miserably to do that, but get the idea. So let's see our damage. 6,313,000. So not bad damage for a pretty easy run. There's not a ton of strategy there. At least not that I employ. You can get more damage if you do strategy. You can see Han was the MVP with his damage on there. And then Ezra calls Han a lot. So 6 million damage isn't that bad for not moving mods or, just keeping like some base crit damage sets and everyone on there. Let's see how if J Dollars has wailed out yet. M Shane! Oh, we just finished the raid. That's my bad. I hate finishing the raids because there's always a chance, someone didn't get in and they were like about just to load in, and then I feel bad. I'll try not to beat myself up for it. But you can see Obi-Wan, if Obi-Wan's running, he's going to knock both of us down. And then J Dollars. J Dollars is just chilling with his resistance probably right now. He doesn't actually have a job. He just shows up at the GE building and they feed him. So he basically just sits around all day, waits for his resistance. His resistance is rocking right now. Blee's got like 20 kids. He's busy at work, so he might not even be running right now. Hey, look at that. Suck it, hey, Biz. All right, see ya.